welcome you all for the class. Now here, look at this graph. What do you understand? Okay, you could see the 3 points are plotted. Okay, look at the example. It is 2, 3, yes, 4, 1 and 5, 0. Okay, so these 3 points are plotted on the graph, isn't it? And now, can I draw a line passing through all 3 points? Let's check it. Then you can see, yes, I could. Okay, let's take one more point, say 5, 1. Okay, so now look at it. What did you get it? So when I say 5, 1, can I draw a line which passes through all these 4 points? Then you will say no, definitely, because when I put a scale on that, it will not match and it could not be drawn on the same line. Again, just a recap. A line could be drawn with any 2 points, but here we are talking about collinear points, that is 2 or more than 2 points or 3 or more than 3 points. When they are on the same line, we call them as collinear points. And I just want to check, when I say a line passing through all 3 points, that means I want to check, are these points collinear or not? So you saw that here the first 3 points were collinear, but when I took the example of 5, 1, it did not come as a collinear points with other, right? So that means these 3 collinear points, geometrically, yes, you understood collinear points, that means on the same line. But how with the coordinate geometry we are going to connect this? So that is what we are going to discuss here. Okay, so when these 3 points on the same line, that means there has to be some connection with them. And why the one is separated from them? That means these 3 points specify certain condition. And what is that condition here? That's our topic of study today. That is linear equation with 2 variables. Okay, till now, till class 8, you have studied linear equation with 1 variable. That is, you were doing with something with x or y with some unknown value, that was 1, and you used to get the answer, like x is equal to 5 or x is equal to -7 or so on, with any other variable with say m or p or anything. But here we are going to deal with linear equation with 2 variables, that is in the form of x as well as y. Okay, and what is the general form of it? As you could see, the general form of the equation is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay, whereas x and y are 2 variables, whereas a, b, c are any real numbers. We can say a and b as coefficients and c as a constant, but in general you will understand that this a, b, c are coefficients which are real numbers, and x and y are the variables. So that means you will have 2 unknown at the same time over here, isn't it? Okay, and now if I give you the equation, let's take it as x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0, as you could see it on the board. Now here in this equation, x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0. Can I write it for simpler as x plus y is equal to 5? Now that's easy to understand, isn't it? Now when I say x plus y is equal to 5, a very simple equation I have taken it. Now, so when you compare it with general form, what will you say? A is x with x, what is it? 1 into x is x, so a is 1, b is 1, you get c as minus 5, so we get a as 1, b as 1 and c as minus 5. So this is just comparing with general form. Now come back to the equation, x plus y is equal to 5. Could you tell me the solution for this equation? What would be the solution? Would you be able to solve this equation? I know you cannot, right? Because you don't know how to start with it. There are 2 variables, so you will be confused. So definitely, depending on number of variables, you want the equation. If you really want the perfect value or the perfect answer, you want as many equation as the variables. समझ में आया मैंने क्या कहा? इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि जैसे कि हमारे पास x की x एक ही वेरिएबल के साथ इक्वेशन है, तो एक इक्वेशन से हमें आंसर मिल जाएगा. पर जब हमारे पास 2 वेरिएबल है तो हमारे पास 2 इक्वेशन होने चाहिए. बट हियर I have given you only 1 equation, isn't it? So how to find out the value? Okay, so there is another way where we are going to connect it with coordinate geometry. Let's see how. We can assume any one value. समझ में आया? x plus y is equal to 5. अब आप x की जगह पे अपनी मर्जी से कोई भी वैल्यू ले लीजिए. Suppose I take x is equal to 3. Then what is the value of y? You got it? Where I'm connecting to? Yes, you get y is equal to 2. Okay, if I take x as 5, what will I get y as? Definitely 0, you saw that. And if I take x as 4, what I get y as 1. Definitely there could be many more values which will satisfy this equation. Okay, so now you connect our graph with this equation. Okay, what do you get it? When I have these points in the form of graph, that is when these values I use it to represent it on the graph, I always get a straight line. So did you get the connection? That linear equation with two variables have its representation on the graph in the form of straight line. I hope that's very clear to you. That's what we are going to talk about, how to plot the points and then how to draw a line. All of you know how to plot the points now, so you can draw the line. Very important. Just one request to you students, प्लीज़ रिमेंबर, जब भी आपको लीनियर इक्वेशन में टू वेरिएबल्स हैं और आपको इसका ग्राफ ड्रॉ करना है, इसका मतलब आपको स्ट्रेट लाइन आनी चाहिए. सीबीएसई क्लास 10th में हमेशा इस टाइप का एक क्वेश्चन होता है जिसमें ग्राफ ड्रॉ करना होता है, थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्स जो आपने अभी सीखा उससे, बट उसमें हमेशा बच्चे कभी कर्व होता है या तो कभी zigzag लाइंस आ जाती है, बट दे गेट कन्फ्यूज दैट एक्चुअली वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट लीनियर इक्वेशन टू वेरिएबल. लीनियर का मतलब ही आपको पता है स्ट्रेट होता है. तो जब भी आप लीनियर इक्वेशन में टू वेरिएबल को ग्राफ पे प्लॉट करेंगे तो हमेशा आपको स्ट्रेट लाइन मिलेगी. ओके, सो यू ऑल नो हाउ टू प्लॉट इट. ओके, so now once you plot it you can draw a line. So I hope that with this session you got the basic idea of linear equation with two variable. Now here I took one more example, say 5,1. Now 5,1, if I use the value here, say x is equal to 5, then you know that the value of y is 1, which does not satisfy this equation. Fine. And when it does not satisfy this equation, definitely it will not be on the line. So I hope you got this. Okay, what I mean to say is how to link it, that is, or how to correct or how to be cautious कि कहीं आपकी x या y की वैल्यू, मतलब x और y में आपने सॉल्विंग में मिस्टेक की है तो आपका ग्राफ सही नहीं मिलेगा. और यदि आपके ग्राफ में कुछ सही नहीं आ रहा है, मतलब कि स्ट्रेट लाइन नहीं आ रही है, तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि आपकी कैलकुलेशन एरर है. सो दिस बोथ द थिंग्स आर कनेक्टेड टू ईच अदर. So be very careful. Hope you have understood the concept. So learn it well and revise it. Thank you.